Yo, what is going on, guys? It's your boy Mario. Welcome to video. Today I'll be doing another VOD review. Now today is actually on an Endgames. I had two really good Endgames in the hype night yesterday. We were pretty good. Or was it? Was it yesterday? Yeah, wait, was it yesterday? Or was it? No, it was on Monday. Yeah, Monday. Monday. I'm losing Mondays. Yes, from this one last Monday. Now we had two really good hype nights. Endgames. Now could have done better. We were doing pretty good, and then we dropped off, and we finished 372. But at one point, we were like top 50. We didn't get any wins. We got close to a couple wins, but now needless to say, there were some good end games, but these weren't perfect. That's why I'm looking this over and reviewing this for you guys to show you guys the best possible way it plays out. Now we did play to our best consent. Now we weren't I wasn't playing with Nathan and Yuki, so I was playing with my old trio back when I was used to play on Xbox, when it was me, Nathan, and Sway, and then his friend Belinda. She wanted to play with me, and they both really want to play with me for like just test out and see how we can do. Now so we didn't have like that good chemistry, but we still had pretty good chemistry. So, but for what we did pretty good. Now as you see right here, there's people on Spire. Now Spire, if you can get in Spire, it's a good spot because you have a big range of an area that you can look over to, and you can just hold people. That's what kind of happened to us a little bit, but we were pretty good. I see this guy over here. He's a solo. Try to get on him. I really couldn't, but we were basically up on edge of zone, hoping to like pull height, because it's better off pulling. It's better off to like take the chance to have zone pull to you, or have zone pull the complete opposite way. Because if in the middle, you can get sprayed by height, and everybody around you. So try to base about one of the sides. It's better off because it's a chance. It's like a 50-50. It's either you're gonna get zone, or it's gonna be really far, and it's a long pull, or it might be like kind of close to you. But it's better to be like in the middle, because in the middle it can get pretty sketchy. Trying to rotate, you have everybody around you that's like looking at you, because you're in the very middle. You can get sprayed out, especially if it's a more stacking game, like stacking egg game. Like this was only like 20 players. But as we ended, we just stay here. We're trying to look for a tag on people. We're trying to get some kills because we were pretty good on loot, but we had a what's it called, reboot Belinda, and so you can see that solo actually ended up rebooting. We tried to go in for it, but Spire was shooting at us, and it wasn't really worth it. You don't really want to like try to just go in for kids in the end game, because it can really like, if you can die. You could, that's like points where you can potentially lose. I mean, if you win, and if you win, you can get really shambles after. Maybe you take a lot of hits, or you use a lot of mats or a lot of meds. You can get shambles just from doing that. So if you really can't, try to avoid fighting, but don't try I'm not saying like not try to go for anybody, but just don't try to psycho in on people unless you really need to. Like if it's your last chance, you don't have any mats, no ammo, no meds. Like obviously then you need to psych your game, because at that point it's either you die here, or you die in a little bit when you have like no mats and you're scuffed. So that can better off your chances of surviving and getting more points. Now zone pulls pretty not far, but pulls decently far. Now thankfully these kids on top of us didn't really peek at us. We didn't really get really hard rotation is, but if they could have held us a little bit, got some field shots off. But luckily we didn't really get held that much. I kind of got worried because I thought we were gonna get held. We get in here, we just base up. Nothing really happened much. We just were looking for picks and looking for like things we can do. You don't have to, like, in a situation like this, you don't have to immediately go for people or anything. You could just like base up, look at your surroundings, look what's going on around you. Listen to like the audio cues, like if somebody gets cracked, or somebody goes down. But we couldn't really do that in here. We couldn't really hear anything much. We heard a lot of fighting, but there's nothing we could really see. It was kind of a scuffed area to be in. Like stuff wasn't placing, and it was all kind of like condensed. And so we just sat here until zone pulled. Now when zone pulls, actually, you'll see we do pretty good. Now zone pulls pretty far. There's a lot of fighting going on, but we end up just trying to go into all the people's tarps and just try to like just find a way out. Now we end up making it out pretty good. Nothing really happens. We go to these old tarps. There's a lot of people there's a lot going on. A lot of people fighting. Just when you're in people's old tarps, be careful if there's like for your surroundings. People could be above you and drop down on you, or box you. People can below you and drop you down and box you and just get the free kill on you. We go out here. I try to base up a little bit. I just box up real quick. You know, get the surroundings. Now zone pulls pretty far. We make the. I think we're the first ones to start rotating, and I actually do a good call right here. I call drop ultimate low. Now key points is to be ultimate low or ultimate height. You want to be in those. Like if you can get ultimate low or ultimate height, you're good. You're golden. Those are the two best places to be during endgame. Height is the best one, and then but low is also really good because ultimate low, you know, you have nobody below you, and you know if people drop down no mass, you can get easy picks off. Only people gotta worry about people on their sides or above you. Now right here, we were really ahead of zone. We could have took height. Now honestly, we probably should have took height. We could have won here if we took a height a little bit. Instead of going for these guys right here, we could have gone like for a height play maybe. Cause people that dropped off the spire, we could have like either dropped them down or they might have already dropped. Cause we got really scuffed on low and people were above us. So instead of maybe focus these guys, we could have gone for height. Always look for height. If you can get height, it's an easy win. You know, height is what you want to look for. Obviously we could have gone for it, but you know we were kind of television on like just rotating in, and then like we got scuffs. You know, people were like from height were dropping stinks. You know, stink bowing us. That really damaged us a lot. Sway got boxed right here and got killed. We did get the kill on this guy right here. We got him boxed up. I pumped this and shoot, but Blood ended up taking the kill. I ended up taking a lot of storm damage and a lot of stinks. I'm pretty low on 50 HP. You know, I try to get the kill on this guy. I get the crack on him. Get to my box, get the crack on him. I honestly don't know where he came from. He just appeared in my box. Yeah, look right there. I get the I get 32 on him, and then I just died of zone. And then Blood up just died in zone as well. Now, as I said, we could have gone for height that play. It would have been the best ideal spot for us was height. So if you guys can go for height. Now going into our next end game, we were pretty low. Like we had good mats. Well, we had decent mats, but we were pretty stacked on loot. So zone was pulling into this on top of this bridge. So there's water and there's the main bridge. So we were in the back end of the zone. Now we were pretty much dead side of the zone right now. There's nobody on us. I ended up getting a good attacks on that guy, and then Blood hit him for 85 white. So I'm like I called him go for height. So I'm just going for height right now. Kind of fucked up my builds a little bit, but we just try to go for height. There's kids over there. We try to get some sprays on them, some tags. Now these kids in front of us were kind of our biggest problem. We could have fought them, but you know they were being pretty annoying. They're breaking us down, and so I just called for them to pull back. You know, we could have fought them maybe, but you know that could have wasted our mats. We were already pretty low on mats. We could have fought them. You know, maybe got some more mats and got some kills, but you know it was pretty scuffed. But they were just holding, and they were dead center in the middle. We could have got sprayed out by the people. So we were just looking for a pull, trying to get some tags on those guys over there rotating in. Like I said, that's really annoying. I go for a tag here. I get the crack on this guy for like 74, and I get dinked from that guy over there. They're just being annoying. They're just freaking just Tifu picking us. And they're just being really annoying. So I just told them to pull back. Sway was kind of far. That's one thing. Sway was kind of being a little bit like he was kind of like not next to us a lot, but you know it was pretty far. Nothing really happened, but he was kind of like split from us. Right here, we try to get the tags on these guys. No, we could have probably got this guy if all of us were spraying, but it was only me spraying with the SMG. I got some good tags on him, but we're all kind of looking at our own different people. If you guys are spraying on one person, you gotta try to go for one. Like if both, like all three, try to have everybody spray on one person at one time. Because if you're just having one person spray, you know, you're gonna get some tags, but you know it's easy to build. It's easy to like defend yourself when one person's spraying at you. But if you have a whole trio spraying at you, it's pretty hard. I might have been the kill. I got some good tags on them, and if they were spraying and they had scars and stuff, we probably could have got the kill. We base up center zone or height. Just trying to spray the kids below us, because these kids could have you know kind of got up on us. You know, tried to took for height or maybe broke us down when we're rotating. We just try to apply as much pressure as we can to these guys, because like I said, these are our biggest threat. Sway was trying to get some tags on other people below us. Blunda calls for people like rotating in. We didn't get any tags on these guys that much. They just boxed up. As you see, they're boxed up in wood. If we're in wood, that could either mean they're in shambles or they're not kind of smart. Because when you're in end game, you kind of want to base up in hard mats. Because if you're in wood, it needs to be like sprayed out. But if people are on wood at either side, that they're not that smart and they're trying to rotate, they're like they don't know like that to build in like hard mats in endgame, or they're really low on mats. I get the knock on that guy. No, I wasn't picturing. I couldn't see his friend. I could have got a spray right there, but I ended up seeing him. I thought I got the kill on him because as I'm shooting him, I got the knock. But this guy ends up taking him out. I dropped down to go for the mats. Now this was a pretty risky play, a little bit. You know, I could have got boxed or I could have got sprayed out, but nobody was really there. I didn't get too many mats from that. I missed the wood though. That's one thing. Always make sure to focus on all the mats, like when you're looting up. Make sure you really focus on what you're getting, because maybe that was like a 200 mats through a match. I was pretty low. Now we're pretty split. This could have ended badly, but thankfully I didn't get sprayed out or anything. So I call for him to get to me because we're pretty split up. Again, I'm just trying to look for kids that can peek out. Now it pulls to the mountain. If you're on height, you kind of want to like try to connect it like things like mountains, buildings, or old builds, because you can easily get sprayed out. If you're connected to like the mountains or buildings, you know that's another piece that you're connected to. And so it's pulling up towards the hill, so that leaves people under us that has to rotate up. Like if we're on height, that's what I'm saying. You want for stuff like this, you want to take height because, you know, if you're on height, you know you have an easier chance of rotating up, and you know people below you have a hard time because you keep applying pressure on them and you keep spraying them out. It's gonna wear their mats down. They're gonna get in shambles, or you know you can get some good tags on them. It's just gonna make them hard for them to rotate up. As you see, we gave this guy a really hard time to get up. You get up easily, and then more people coming up behind him. Now right here, I made a bad decision. I should have stayed up and with the team, but I kind of tunnel vision trying to go for the kill. I wasn't fragging. I was playing IGO. Now I could have survived. Maybe if I didn't go for those mats, I got pretty good mats. But even if I probably would have survived. If I didn't try to go for those mats, I just try to wait for a zone. That's one bad thing. I kind of like tunnel vision a little bit for those kills, and then again, even if I just did tunnel vision, I could have made it out if I just didn't go for the mats. That was on my bad. I should have just not tried to go for like those kills and try to frag out as I was playing. Like I said, I was playing IGL. So it was our fragger. We're all trying to this endgame. We're all pretty much doing our own thing at this point. That's good, but as you can see, that can lead to bad things. Sway could have got those mats. I honestly think he could have got those mats. You know, he was 100. He could have tanked zone. You know, in endgames like that, going in a zone, like if you're low on mats or shambles, even if you have like floppers too. You know, taking some sword damage is not gonna be the end of the world. You know, yeah, gonna be lower health, but you know, you can always go get behind people and like try to get this easy shot on them. But you know, if you see mats, you know, in zone, don't be afraid to like take some zone damage and then like go in. You know, it's not gonna be the end of the world. It's like 1v1v1. I call for him to drop down and go kind of get on this, but he was kind of too late on it. He drops on the water, he gets blocked off, and then he ends up getting killed. Sadly, we didn't get the W. We were super close. Like I said, we were pretty split, and you know, I kind of went in too hard. You know, I got tunnel vision. But I hope you guys learned something from this. We did pretty good. Like I said, it's our first time. But if you guys learned from this, I'd like more subscribe for some more videos. For Amari, I'm out, boys. Peace.
Rapping like the narco, got dope like Pablo, cut dope like Pablo, chop trees with the Draco, on the north got Diego, say hasta luego, muy bien rapping kilo.